Have you ever wondered what happens to vintage planes after they're not in use anymore? Well, we're here in Mesa, Arizona today, getting ready to chat with one of the founders of Wings of Flight, and he's going to tell us a little bit about how they preserve and keep up these amazing planes from World War II, the Vietnam War, and we're going to learn a little bit more about what they do here at Wings of Flight. This segment is brought to you by David DiLorenzo of the Ambassador Group. In the hospitality business, protecting the hospitality business. Check them out at barandrestaurantinsurance.com and on Instagram at barrestaurantinsurance. So I am here with Mr. Mike Doyle of Wings of Flight Foundation. Mike, thank you so much for chatting with me today.
Thanks for coming out and seeing us.
This is so cool. Honestly, I don't know that I've done any Phoenix Finds episode with a cooler space than this. This is pretty amazing.
We do have the corner kind of locked on cool man cave kind of thing going on.
Absolutely. Yeah, so tell me about Wings of Flight. Tell me who you guys are, first of all.
Wings of Flight Foundation was conceptualized in 2007. It came the idea of two local brothers who really wanted to preserve the memory of Falcon Field. There's a rich history here right at Falcon Field that not a lot of people know about. So the airport was used in World War II for the British Flying Training Program, and there's a huge rich history here, including in this building. This is one of the buildings that they would have been trained in. People have been driven by for years and not known what goes on in this hangar. So we're very fortunate that two local brothers shared the vision and started the nonprofit to preserve the memory of this, not only the equipment that operated here in the day, but also of the men and women that worked here.
That's incredible. Yeah, I didn't know that that happened right here in Phoenix. That's really, really cool. So you guys preserve the planes, but then I know you do a lot with education as well.
We do. You know, this is one of those places, it's been a drive-by place for forever. I grew up down this street and didn't really fully understand the rich history of this airport. So part of the mission of the Wings of Flight Foundation is to carry that on and make sure that other people know the story that happened here. So we do a lot of school tours, we do you know, scheduled public tours, things like that, and we do a lot of work for the city. They've now shown a very big interest in preserving the history of this building and its history, and that's where we fall in.
That's amazing. And I know for you and a lot of the other people who are you know, kind of in charge here, you guys are all pilots as well, right?
We are. So the day job, every one of us is an airline pilot who have the same love of history, the passion of the equipment, the ability to fly and own these things, and then the time, willing to donate the time to come out here and do it. So there's the day job that pays the bills, and then there's the volunteer job, which seems to take a whole lot more time.
That's amazing. Yeah, so you guys are all volunteers here.
Yeah, no one's on a paycheck.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
that is so cool. I love that it's all out of your passion and your love for this. That's really cool. So for the community, other people who love this and want to preserve this history, how do we get involved?
Well, the community can get a hold of us through our website, through wingsofflight.org.
Okay.
That's how you can get in touch with us for public tours, school tours, things like that. But what keeps us alive and making these airplanes go is donations. We survive purely on donations from the public. We have some corporate sponsors. You know, Walmart across the street has been very generous to us. There's been a lot of companies that have been very, very generous to us over the years.
That's amazing.
And if we didn't have that, we couldn't survive. It's not a cheap hobby.
Yeah, right.
And for the most part, we pay for this stuff out of our pockets, and it ends up being a donation from us. But the donations from the public are really, really important.
That's amazing. Labor of love, absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's very, very cool. And then tell me I know you already said the website, but tell me your website again and any social media so people can go out and find you.
So www.wingsofflight.org.
Awesome.
We have a beautiful website there. You can see the airplanes that we have, some of the missions that we've done.
Great.
And then there's also what's important to us, there is that donate button that's really important to us, and that's how we survive. What your donations do, we're surviving in here in this hangar, we're operating these airplanes, the events that we do, the public flyovers, the missing man formations for all the veterans, and then upcoming this November, we have the 80th anniversary of the British Flying Training Program at this airport. We're bringing in the remaining survivors, which there aren't many, but mostly it's family members of the people that learned to fly here during World War II.
Wow.
And that's another big, big city event that's happening here in November, and anyone can purchase a ticket for that, buy a table, and come meet these people that actually flew out of here in World War II.
That is really cool. That's some great history. Well, thank you so much for sharing with me all of that. That's pretty incredible. But I kind of think maybe we should take one of these bad boys out. What do you think?
If you're up for that, I'd love to take you for the ride of your life.
I'm up for it. Let's do it.
Okay, let's go.
All right.